Hey everybody, I'm Curt with MusicMedic.com. I'm here today with Ryan Walker, also from MusicMedic.com. Today we're going to take a Mark VI saxophone, what you already know is a great instrument, and we're going to make it even greater. We're going to show you how to turn this into this. Another problem is adjustment screws. Some of the adjustment screws on a Mark VI, they can be a little too small, and sometimes we're putting in larger adjustment screws, and sometimes they have a flat bottom.
Yeah, there's no place to kind of recess material up in there, and if it's flat, what tends to happen is the material tends to wear, it'll compress, it'll rub off. It just makes for a tough adjustment. So what we do is we actually drill out the actual adjustment screws in order to fit material in there. And we do that with all the adjustment screws, even the ones that we later add on. And then we cover that with, you know, a nice soft material, so it's easy adjustment, it's domed, we don't have to worry about the material slipping off.
Great, and that dome shape really helps, because when you turn an adjustment screw, when it's up in there and you've domed it and you turn an adjustment screw, then you know that it's always going, it's going to move the adjustment screw the way it should be adjusted without a flat surface that's sort of turning at an odd angle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I said, we also add adjustment screws. One area to add adjustment screw is from the low B to the low C sharp. You can see on the horn we have here, we've actually added this on. So this adjustment screw has been added on. Same thing, we've drilled it out, domed it, and you can see on the original here, it's just an arm that's just laying over top another arm.
Great, so that allows you to, when you play your low B flat, if your pinky accidentally hits the C sharp, that stops that low B flat from cacking. And when that happens, your low notes are not going to play. Right. So having an adjustment that's quick and also stable will allow your low notes to come out and hold your C sharp closed.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the octave mechanism. This is the elephant in the room. I mean, we want to talk about connecting the player directly to the horn. And when you look at the octave mechanism on a Mark VI, you're talking about you could have play between the posts and the lever. Mm-hmm. You could have play between the lever and the octave mechanism.
Two spots.
You could have play between one side of this little arm that lives in there.
Yeah. And
then in the middle you can have some play, and you can have some play on the other side. Now,
not even to mention this as well, the whole...
And then this part, the top part of the octave mechanism has several pieces that go together, and each of those could have some play in the rod if the swedging wasn't tight, and between the, or in the rod, and then you might have lost motion between your octave stem and your neck when the player finally puts the horn together.
Absolutely, and to add the cherry on top, your neck key could be loose.
That's right.
There's a couple different, to kind of take out that lost motion. A modification that we really like doing in the pro shop is the Teflon ball Octave Rocker.
So the Teflon ball Octave Rocker, there's a lot of great stuff about it, and one of the great things is that it takes out, by using an expanding Teflon ball, it takes out the play between the dog bone tilting mechanism and the rocker, which is really removing at least two of the wear or play points in there. That connects the player to the horn more readily when they push that button. And to do that, Ryan, do you just want to go through quick kind of how you do this?
Absolutely, absolutely. The traditional way to adjust this is to actually take something in that slot, kind of open it up, and hope that you don't snap that ball off. Which,
don't do that, folks.
Yeah, it's going to happen. So what I do is, rather than modify the existing piece, I actually make a one from scratch. I take brass stock, I turn it, I get all the measurements correct. I actually can compensate for the center hole here, adding in the thickness of Teflon tubing.
That alone is huge.
Exactly, yeah. So this middle part here is nice and solid, nice and stable, and having that Teflon in there, it's nice and smooth as well. And then I drill and tap either end. I turn it down, and it looks, by using square stock, it looks similar to a stock octave rocker. And that's kind of the goal anytime we do modifications, is it should just kind of look like it was always part of the horn. If it looks weird and it sticks out like a sore thumb, then you're doing something wrong with your modifications.
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed our video today. If you have any questions about fixing the Mark VI, making the Mark VI great, or anything about saxophone, please don't hesitate to contact us.